Okay, there we go.
Now I am.
Okay.
Is my level good?
Yeah.
Oh, get up in that.
Okay.
I brought my friends. I brought a friend with a 6-pack, so that way I don't have one, but at least I have one by like
default.
Yeah.
By association.
by association.
So Christian is the one who needs to be in the Speedo.
Christian will be in the Speedo next time. I'll just bring him and he'll just stand there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he can serve us drinks.
Oh, I do.
Come on, like
That
I don't
kind of
care who
morning
you
already.
are, getting served by a dude in a Speedo with a 6-pack, not a bad day.
No,
Not a
all
bad
right.
day.
I'm ready.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it is. Probably a better way to say it.
You know,
It's a vibe.
basically what you're saying Christian is do you remember the band in the 90s, the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones? And they had the guy who would just dance on stage. He wasn't in the band. He just danced.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Chad just brings Christian around to dance on stage.
Perfect. I do remember because I shot a lot of like bands back in the day. I remember probably early 2000s. Who is it? They sing "Snakes on a Plane." Anyone?
Arkham.
Arkham? No, it's Cobra Starship.
Oh.
So Cobra
were
Starship.
way
Samuel L. Jackson.
No, that's
a good
the
one, dude.
movie. That's the movie. And there was a song called "Snakes on a
They
Plane" by Cobra Starship, and they had a girl that just played the guitar,
Oh,
and she was so hot.
really?
And I remember I shot their photos, and I got her number, and I remember thinking, "Oh, that's awesome." The girl with the guitar, and then I heard once them without the guitar, and I couldn't tell the difference, and I'm like, "Oh, that's what you're there for."
Oh shit.
And they fired her.
She was just the eye candy? Is
Yeah,
that what you're
and
saying?
she was fantastic eye candy. I
You know
loved her.
what? I will never be someone's eye candy, but I wish. Dalton's like, I want to do a podcast with Nick. Nick's just going to be my eye candy while we have real conversations.
No, that's what we need to
Just
bring.
objectify me,
That's
Dalton.
what we need to
my
bring-
eyes are up here.
I know,
You hear
right?
me?
We need John Ivy on.
Oh.
He's eye candy.
You guys bring John Ivy, and I bring Christian.
Have you met John Ivy?
No,
His wife calls him, or I think he may have dubbed it himself.
he dubbed
The
himself.
sales Tarzan or something.
Yeah.
He's like 6'5", chiseled. And dude,
Yeah.
he came and he does outsourced sales.
Yeah.
He came and pitched me and Levi when we were at Vet Army, and he sat down on a couch, and his shorts couldn't have been 2.5 inches long. And I was like, dude, you need to
I was
put
gonna
away the
bring
you
those
need to put
shorts,
away
too.
the moose knuckle, dude.
I have some. I have some super short shorts. Back in the day, we called them trade show shorts. So whenever we went to trade shows, we'd try to see who could wear the shortest shorts without getting in trouble. So we always wore trade show shorts.
Nice. Daisy dudes.
That's a great
Yeah.
one. Daisy dudes.
And I have some, but yet again,
You should have just
for
done.
Dalton,
Yeah,
I
go
was
for it.
afraid.
What's funny, Dalton, is he's like, I could wear short shorts, but I'd get in trouble, so I'm going to wear these. Those are appropriate length for
These are
Chad.
perfect. Mid thigh.
Mid-thigh.
Those are upper mid thigh.
Yeah, exactly,
dude.
These are upper mid thigh. Oh,
Those are up.
Maybe
You
it's
look
just-
like you need a
it's just 'cause
walking
I'm
stick
sleepy, look.
and a hydration pack on your back.
If I stand up and put them down, okay, they're a little high still. I do.
That's okay. Whatever.
You're going to go hike Adams Canyon after this?
Exactly.
Is that the plan?
Yeah, with my dog on my back though, not walking.
No.
I carry it in a pack.
I thought the backpack with the bubble on it was for your cat.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen those?
And then the dog hangs in front like this, just with its arms. Yeah, that's me.
That's how you know that person is still a virgin. You're like, they're walking around with a cat in their bag.
Or if they're not,
Oh
they
my
should
gosh.
be. The worst
You're
part is you
wondering-
see
you're
those
wondering?
people and you're like, they're getting laid and I'm not.
Wow, no judgment happening here.
Oh, everywhere I go. Everywhere
Oh
I go.
gosh.
So, did you stop off a Cupla? Is that your coffee shop?
No, I made it.
And what is it? What
Just
are you drinking?
Coffee and whiskey.
Coffee and whiskey, 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Gotta
Gotta
start
start
It's
sometime.
it's Friday. I got you.
I mean-
I see you, bro.
Well, when you kind of work for yourself, every day's a Friday. I was going to say, I think I did it yesterday too. So
That adds up. Checks out.
Checks out.
I was tired. I didn't get to bed till 3. Christian's flight was late. So
Oh,
he was supposed to get in at 11.
Wait, where did you fly in from? What part of North Carolina? Oh, dude,
Charlotte,
I love
North
Charlotte.
Carolina.
Good food.
Yeah.
Charlotte, let's go.
We said this on a previous podcast.
Yeah.
But if I was like on death row, my final meal would be chicken and waffles from Waffle House.
Oh, that's
That's a strong
fantastic.
choice.
That's fantastic.
Just soaking
Yeah.
wet in syrup.
Does
I don't
it
even
come
know-
with or with a side of
yeah.
a bar fight or?
Just a chair to the head. No, someone throws a chair and you got to catch it.
Is that
Dude,
that's part of the meal.
You're
at
down
the
south
end
and
of
a
the-
hurricane
I've
comes
been-
in. Everyone's boarded up. Everyone's hiding. Waffle House is open. And you're just
As
like
it should be.
in
As
there
it should
eating.
be. Yep.
When's
Waffle
last-
House knows that God's not going to touch it with a tornado,
Yeah.
hurricane.
Not even God
It's
dares.
something bad.
It's like, well, we're good. We don't need that much destruction.
Yeah, no. It's a sacred place.
He
Yeah,
comes
we have
up
to
and he's
leave.
like, oh, this one's already been hit. Let's go on to the next one.
You're like, yeah. He's like, that's weird. I thought it was today. It must have been. Oh,
I know we already got here.
They didn't fix it from the last time?
When's the last time you've been to a Waffle House, though?
It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
I've been like probably a year ago.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I'm a handful of years probably.
Okay.
I'm not a
I don't
huge fan of the
I like
South.
Waffle House.
I love North Carolina. I could move to North Carolina, but anything further south than that, I don't know. Maybe Atlanta. Maybe.
Atlanta's cool though.
It's just so
But
muggy.
you'd have to live outside of Atlanta. You couldn't live in.
Can you
Atlanta.
imagine the humidity in Atlanta
Yeah, I do,
wearing
yeah.
Chad shorts? It would be.
I can't. I'm from Iowa, man.
Just sticking to both
Iowa.
sides at the same time?
Like cheese bubblegum or something.
Oh my gosh.
Well, the good.
You just.
I get it. I agree.
Oh no, the visual was spot on.
I visualized
Bubble
you
lips.
specifically.
That's right, that's
it
right.
wasn't even visualizing myself. It was you just right there, no pants.
Bro.
Oh gosh, dang it. That was great.
I could live in the South. I think it'd be fun
Living
as
in-
hell.
My wife wants to live in
Like,
the South.
what's that TV show with that couple from
Dallas.
Alabama?
Oh.
No, Dallas. What's that TV show? Dallas is the first.
The show that my daughter watches
It's
is
called-
Outer Banks.
Oh, yes, but that's from North Carolina.
That's North Carolina.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a TV show on, I'm going to say TLC. I don't know. I'm assuming it's TLC because it's one of those fix up this house shows.
Oh, it's either that
Oh,
or
yeah,
like I'm
Magnolia or
900
whatever.
pounds. Those are the only two shows on
My
TLC, dude.
1,000-pound life.
Oh, that's so good. I love it. But I'm on 90 Day Fiance right now. And there's
Oh.
45 different seasons of it. So there's like 18 spinoffs and each has 3 seasons.
What
It's
is this, where they
crazy.
meet blindly and they're engaged?
No, you
90 Day
dating
Fiancé.
online and then it's
It's a mail order bride.
Oh, it's basically mail order brides on TV. Totally is. So you meet someone dating, and I don't know why when you're like, one day you just wake up and you're like, these people around here suck. I don't want to date them. I'm going to set it to the Philippines or Ukraine. They always do Ukraine.
Ukraine.
And it's always some girl that like just wants money. And she's like, send me Gucci bags, send me money, send me money. and the guy's like, yep.
Okay.
I sent $30,000 this year. And I'm
I
like,
met a guy.
huh.
I met a guy who bought his wife from the Ukraine.
Bought?
Well,
Well, I mean, you pay enough and she comes.
Dude.
Like,
yeah.
like he didn't
No,
buy
dude, I don't know. That's something you want to be saying publicly.
He didn't, but yeah, it was a donation, and you get her for free. It's
well,
not
who do you think-
trafficking
listen.
if you donate the money.
Listen, who do you
Look,
think
it was a
paid
tax
for?
write-off.
Who do you think paid for her
Fine.
Well, in-
visa, her green
yeah,
card?
in most cultures, you have to do a dowry anyway. It's the same concept.
I think Ukraine's one of those cultures, by the way.
But it's
Wow.
crazy. It's so bizarre, and I love the show, and not even I love hating on them because they find the most garbage people, and I think TLC purposely like
Yeah, you have
no,
to.
you're
That's-
normal.
yeah.
You're normal. You're normal. Because did you K1? You didn't K1. You because she was already here. Oh, Christian mail ordered his wife. Just kidding. His wife mail ordered him.
Oh,
I love his wife. His wife
Hot.
mail ordered him.
nice.
Yeah.
It's because he's got the six-pack.
She saw him on a podcast, just standing there with the drink, and she's like, "Mommy likey."
Mommy likey.
Where's your wife from, Christian? Poland? Okay. That's cool.
Checks out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a visa in America that covers it. It's called a K1, and you've got 90 days once they come over to get married, and then they can
Right.
continue to stay and you apply for all the other stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's called 90 Day Fiance. So it covers them dating. There's now before where it's them trying to get the visa, and then there's the original, which is them during when they first come over. Wild good, so good.
Wow.
And every season has like a villain. And then every season has like the most adorable couple that just struggles. I love it. I'm obsessed with everything. But we got distracted on the Alabama couple.
Oh yeah.
We can come back to
It's
90 Day
fine,
Fiance.
dude.
I can
It's
talk
fine.
forever.
I like that.
What show were you talking about though?
It's called
Like it's like
not Sweet Home Alabama. Yeah. Oh, is it Mississippi? Yeah, they're in Mississippi. Oh, it's the most adorable couple, and they're just full South, and they just fix up old houses in their town, and it's like this old beat up town that they're trying to help rehab, and Home Sweet Home or something like that.
Okay.
But it's basically the value of homes in their house or in their town have doubled since they started the show because it's doing so well.
Oh wow.
And it's this little tiny town, and they're always like, and this house is $30,000. Blah, blah. And every time I watch, I'm like, God damn, I want to live in this town.
Yeah.
30 grand, I'll buy the block, and I'm not even rich at all.
That's like my hometown. My house growing up was like 80 grand. 5 bedroom, 3
Well,
bathroom.
mine too, but that's because I'm 40
We're a
years
lot
old.
older
Okay,
than
well.
Dalton, though.
I'm 29.
Okay.
so-
I know my
This was
parents
like
bought
10
their
years
first
ago.
house, and it was like 45 grand.
Like 3 years ago when I moved
you're
out,
like,
it was
when
80 grand.
When I graduated high school, like a year ago,
Where'd you grow up?
Iowa. I grew up in Iowa.
Oh. Our house is still 80 grand there?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're depreciating. They're going down actually.
Yeah, they
The
have
only
to-
where
you don't make-
only place in the whole country.
you don't make any money.
There and Pocatello.
Ohio, I'm sure is.
The Mistake by the Lake. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would think
Well,
so.
Is
That's
that
Cleveland.
Oh,
Cleveland's the
That is
Mistake by the Lake.
yeah.
oh, you're in
Have you
Iowa.
ever been
Okay,
there,
I
dude?
get those
Yeah.
always too
It's
mixed
okay.
up.
Yeah. We get
Ohio?
like Iowa, Ohio, and Idaho all
That's
get mixed up.
my friend lives in Iowa,
Yeah.
and she's
Maybe.
a good friend. So every time I hear Ohio now, I just send her stuff. I'm like, look, your place. But she said people mix up Idaho, and I'm like,
Yeah, they're like
no one on the West Coast does.
I've met people in Salt Lake who they're like, "Where are you from?" I go, "Iowa." They're like, "Oh, I love the potatoes there."
Well, maybe there's potatoes in Iowa too.
There's no potatoes in Iowa.
Oh.
I've been there.
What's in Iowa? Just cows?
Corn.
Corn.
Lots of
Oh,
corn.
no, Nebraska.
Nebraska's
Nebraska's
got
known for
corn.
corn because I've been to
Nebraska's
their.
got lots of
They have a
corn.
corn maze like that you drive on the freeway, and it's just a giant castle made of corn.
Where's this?
Nebraska. It's
on
awesome.
the I,
Really?
the worst stretch of
Yeah.
road that you can drive
That's
ever
what
in the world.
Drove it every time I drove to Oshkosh. I would drive there, so I'd go there every year, and so we made it a
Wait,
goal.
why
to-
were you driving to Oshkosh?
my old job? I used to work for an aviation company, so we'd have to go to Oshkosh every year.
I'm not putting together how an aviation company is teaming up with Oshkosh.
So Sturgis, you know how?
yeah, Oshkosh Bagosh, the kid
Yeah.
clothing company.
Well, it's just a city, and that's where the
Oshkosh.
clothing company started.
Oh, so you weren't working with the clothing company.
No.
You were going to the city Oshkosh.
Oshkosh is a city,
Oh,
and it started
starting
in
to add up
Oshkosh.
now.
Yeah, it started,
and that's
yeah.
why the name is Oshkosh Bagosh. But Oshkosh,
They were like, you know, what rhymes with Oshkosh? Not a lot.
Bagosh.
Yeah.
Bagosh.
Like true poets, they just made up the word at the end.
That's Nebraska for you. Welcome to the Midwest.
That's how I'm going to name my next business. Just what rhymes with Kaysville? Schmammer schmill.
Or
Kaysville.
if you can
Oh, there's
Get it,
so
dude.
many.
catch it.
I know. Okay, you thought the same thing I did then. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm not going to say that one. But
That's
yeah,
like-
Oshkosh is like the weirdest city. So every year we'd try to find the lamest like attractions off the side of the road.
Oh, I like that.
I had so much fun doing it. There's a Spam museum in North or South Dakota. I don't know which
Well,
one.
that's where they made Spam.
Yeah.
That's where Spam was
The
invented.
original place of Spam.
The Spam
has
factory
a
is.
Spam museum.
It's it's
In North Dakota, you said?
no.
I think it's North or South. It's
Let me
one
look-
of those.
Let me look it up.
Same thing. No
You know, I
apologies
just went to
anyone.
Sturgis, and
Yeah,
dude, South Dakota actually.
I love it. I love it. I'm telling you.
I told my wife like we should try to find a mail order bride who could buy
It's
property
so-
for us in
Yeah.
Deadwood.
Oh,
No, this is right. Spam is Minnesota.
Is it Minnesota?
It's
Oh,
Minnesota.
my bad.
Okay.
You're good.
Same thing.
Hershey is
It's all the
Pennsylvania.
same.
The like 4 days
Yeah.
of summer in Minnesota, beautiful. But the rest
Minnesota's
of
a
the year, dude,
shithole.
miserable.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah.
Good food though.
Well,
They have a-
fatty
they have a
food. Yeah, if you
ton
like
of-
everything deep
Well,
fried.
But they have a huge.
but that's
like
Ohio
Indian
or Iowa
population.
too, right?
same thing.
They have a huge population of people who've come from India, and so the
Oh, yeah, that's
Indian
true,
cuisine
yeah.
there
Wow.
is just
Don't
like
they
the
have
best.
a Muslim population too? I think
Yeah.
they have a
Yeah,
giant
they do.
Muslim
They
population,
have a big one
which is just like the weirdest place.
that you would land. Yeah.
They were like, "Here you go."
Well, it's just like every small Chinese family and that ends up in every small town in the United States. You got the best Chinese food, but like, how the hell did you even find this place
Yeah.
from the mainland China?
Yeah,
Dude, we were just
Because
in,
they couldn't Yeah, I was like,
we
had
were
to-
just in West Yellowstone, Montana, and there's a hole in the wall Chinese place. It looks like a Waffle House. I mean, it looks
Yeah.
wrecked. So freaking
so good.
But we walked in, only non-Chinese family in the whole restaurant.
That's what I'm saying.
And
like,
it was
how
like,
did you?
That's
we're,
how you know
we're
it's better.
here. This is like
that's how you know it's
dig in,
good.
kids.
Yeah.
I like as soon as I looked
You're
around,
gonna
I just
find a-
unbuttoned my
You're
pants.
You're gonna
I'm
find
like,
a
I'm gonna
chicken
get
beak or
so,
a chicken foot in
so
it, but it's gonna be
gross
delicious.
right now. I should have worn my
What's that
sweatpants.
song by Childish? That Childish Gambino is like, "This is America, a small Chinese family in the middle of the Midwest."
Yeah,
Opening. This is what entrepreneurship is. Right?
exactly.
You can make it here. You can make it anywhere. I love it.
I was talking to I had an intern at one time, and she was Indian, and she was talking about the same thing. She goes, "Yeah, as soon as I got here, everyone just brought up like, oh, blah blah blah, like stereotypes about Indians," and I was like, "Oh," and I've never really had an Indian friend or anyone that I talked to, and she was just talking about stereotypes. And the funny thing is, she was kind of like complaining about it, and then she's like, "Yeah, they all think we own a 7-Eleven." or a hotel, and I was like, "Oh, that sucks." Oh, Dorian's
you?
like, "Oh, great, here we go. We're gonna have to edit this whole entire hour out."
But hold on. But
No,
hold on.
this is decent. I'm
But
not.
listen.
New York, I understand.
And so, well, no, it's funny because she's like, "Everyone did that," and I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, what does your dad do?" And she's like, "He owns a hotel."
Yeah.
So I'm like, "You sat and complained about it, but then you own
Yeah.
it."
Is it a stereotype if it's true though?
Yeah.
Can we get in trouble if you're making fun of it and
Oh,
then
you
you
for
do
sure
though?
can.
Have you been to India though? It's
No,
an
I've never-
amazing place to visit.
I've never been. I want to go.
Yeah.
I love
That's one of the
everything about it
places.
except I got Delhi belly. And dude, it was like molten hot lava for a month.
Makes
It was
sense.
the worst feeling I've ever had in my life.
Like just your stomach, like hurt or
Oh.
diarrhea.
All
Is
of
Delhi
it.
belly? I don't know.
All
Yeah,
of it.
Like D all the above.
And
Oh.
you know, I like can't go to the bathroom anywhere. And this was on the
Wait.
I can.
I didn't know that. I was unaware of this. Is this a known thing? If you Google Nick
Yeah,
Stagge,
yeah.
it's like
Somehow it
Can't
comes
go
up
to
in the
the
podcast a lot. Like, I'm a regular AM, BM, and PM, BM only at home kind of guy.
AM, BM, PM, BM. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But dude,
Yeah.
so like if I'm traveling, the only place I can go to the bathroom is my hotel room. But I was 45-day trip, started in India. I was in India for
Was this with
5
GoPro,
days.
I'm assuming?
This was with
or Skull Candy or
GoPro. On day 3 I got Delhi belly. Day 3 of a 45-day trip. Dude,
Sounds like an awesome trip.
brutal. I basically
Every
like
10 minutes,
get
you're
on
like, I need to pull over.
I'd get on the plane and I'm like, my seat's just the back locked room. Like, see you when we land. It was,
Do you
dude,
think
I
that's a
felt
common
like
occurrence?
hot, spicy in my whole body for like.
Was it because of the
2
spicy
months.
food, or you just ate something that your stomach was like, nope?
Well, you only eat with one hand in India because you take care of business with the other hand, and so you can
Wait,
like fecal matter gets passed around quite a bit in like street food in India.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure I ate
Wait, what?
some dude's
I'm so confused.
Indian
Like,
turd. Yeah.
huh?
And again, I'm just gonna ask the question: Is it stereotypical or racist if it's true?
Chad's just at a loss right now, dude.
I'm just like, okay, hold on. Hold on.
I'm just saying, despite being so sick, I highly recommend everyone should go travel to India.
That's like one place
It's
I want to go.
beautiful, wonderful people,
My
great
dad.
culture. Just don't eat human feces. Just like
Yeah.
Well,
stay
that's
away.
that
bring
is
your own
one
food.
of my top 10. It's I wouldn't say top, but it's one of my top 10 things every time I travel. I'm like, don't eat shit. Don't eat shit. I have to remind myself. Oh, there's shit. Don't eat it. Like a dog.
Does this come with and without shit? Because I'll take it without. If it's,
Sometimes when I shit, I turn around and I'm like, maybe.
I just pictured you in Japan, like turning into just a
stand-up
hole in
one.
the ground.
As I'm watching, I'm like, damn it! There it goes.
That's such a weird experience, though. Have you ever been, Dalton?
No, of course not.
He's never left the country. Dude, I land in
But
Tokyo.
you've been to Iowa. So
I land
feel
in
like that's
Tokyo.
close.
It's a long flight. I'm like, I got to go to the bathroom. You walk in and it's just holes in the ground. Fanciest bathroom I've ever been in. Just
Without
holes in the
toilets.
ground. And you're like, what am I supposed to do here? And then you just watch dudes walk. They don't even put dividers in it. They're like urinals. But, dude, people are just turning around, squatting, doing their thing. You're like,
So
what is happening?
now that
not
this
go
podcast
there.
has gone to Dookie,
No. They have other
I'm going to have
bathrooms
questions.
there. They
I'm going to
other
have
bathrooms
questions.
there.
So if it's just a hole in
Well,
the
they have
ground,
bathrooms. They're just.
do you like lean against the wall or do you just stand and spread and let it? Because then I feel like I'd have to take off my pants.
Yeah, where.
That is the funniest.
What do you like? You have to push your pants forward.
Or lean against the wall and then you're like,
I think it's more like a air squat. You got to like bend the knees like a squatty potty.
so
Yeah.
everyone has good abs in that country too. Because if I had to go like this every time to,
Just thunder
maybe
thighs,
they
dude.
need
Just
like
shredded.
arm things that you can lean on.
Yeah,
like
well,
that.
never mind.
We should have a Dookie timer in the bottom. Is all the times we're talking about turd, then it just like it counts up.
In this episode of Lunch Break, we spent an hour and a half
Yeah.
talking about poops.
You're gonna have to put the South Park disclaimer.
We will. Okay, but because I don't go to the bathroom, I'll go number one, but not number two. But anytime I walk into the bathroom here at the office and someone in my team is going number two,
You just wait.
I poo heckle them.
Oh,
I just talk crazy trash while they're in there. Like, how's it going in there, bro? You
cool.
you about finished? Why can I hear you sweating right now? What's happening?
Have you
in there?
ever accidentally not talked to an employee and done that?
Oh, have it be like
Someone else.
Someone totally
just
random.
a random person.
Hey, buddy, how's it going in there? They're like really freaked out. Their like legs come up, you can't see anything.
Some little kid just runs out crying.
next time I go to an airport, dude, I'm just gonna poo heckle a stranger.
Well, there's that TikTok that people reach under and just touch their legs.
Yes, dude.
That
Listen,
is-
TikTok is wild, bro. This is why some people's kids, man. This is what happens when you don't get beat up enough in school.
I agree.
You start touching people's legs.
You become a
Underneath
TikToker.
you become a TikToker touching people's legs under the toilet seat.
That is so
I
gross,
thought it was
dude.
cool. I think it's so funny. If
Well,
someone
it's-
reached
yeah.
under to grab it, I just try to hold their hand.
Chad's,
Be like, we
Chad's
got this.
going,
Or
and
like
he
you,
sees
like-
someone sit next to him, and all of a sudden his leg just comes out, just tempting them. Go ahead and
Except
touch my leg.
Except I take off my
Make me-
shoe.
yeah, yeah.
I take off my shoe and I just do barefoot.
Make me
You're
TikTok
just
famous,
curling
please.
your toes.
My little Frodo feet that are nasty anyway.
Bro, that's hilarious. You reach down with like a wet hand or something.
Oh, that's a good idea. Or
Just yeah.
one of those little plastic baby hands. That'd be even funnier. That you just reach under.
Chad just carrying around plastic baby hands.
dude.
I would.
That's
not-
hilarious.
That's what I'll bring
bro.
next time.
Yeah.
It'll be me, my Speedo, and just baby hands.
I am a little disappointed you didn't come in a Speedo. But your shorts do rival Scott Paul's
Really?
length.
Hayden's.
And Hayden.
Shout out to Hayden.
We've
Shout out
had-
Hayden.
We've had some real shorty shorts on this thing.
But I don't. See, that's funny. I wore these. I'm like, these are normal shorts. I put my short
nothing's
shorts
normal.
away. Yeah. I put the trade show shorts away.
Nick's-
I'm like, no.
Nick's old school, below the knee.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's a skater.
Chance.
Yeah.
I almost
He's-
had my Jinkos on today.
He's 80s. He's 80s basketball shorts.
Oh, nice.
I had Jinkos and my puka shell necklace. I did bleach my hair, so
Perfect.
Well, that's all right. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
SoCal. Shout
I'm
out.
just.
did you rollerblade?
Yeah. Did you not ever go with us?
I don't know.
Yeah, because I think you did. So
So Chad and I grew up in the same neighborhood.
I started rollerblading when I moved to the neighborhood because all those guys did. And so you know the top of your hill where you lived.
Dude, I lived at the bottom of a death hill.
And it was a spiral, like it curved
It
around.
literally-
Oh, like
an
a stick for longboarding. Huh?
Yeah.
Dude.
And
It was so scary.
the
Yeah.
first
It's
day,
like scary to walk down.
they convinced me to buy rollerblades when I moved to this neighborhood. And I was like, yeah, bought some rollerblades. I'm guessing they were those cheap ones that like Walmart.
Yeah.
You're like,
And so
you
then-
kept your shoes on.
Yeah.
And you just like wrapped the
Around it?
rollerblades
Oh,
over
shit.
your,
Yeah,
your
like
existing shoes.
And so they just took me to
They're
the top of it. And we're
My
like,
Little
okay,
Pony.
go down. And I went down full speed, not knowing what to do. Went all the way around. And looking back, I was fairly proud that I made it around the turn.
Because making
Yeah.
it around that corner.
But then
dude,
I
I'm
was
telling
like,
you, it's a death.
I started doing the wobble.
Yeah,
with
the
your
death
feet.
wobble. Yep.
And so I turned, and you know where John Jay's house was? I saw his driveway, and then he had a big piece of grass, and I'm like, I'll just go on the grass, eat shit on the grass, I'll be fine. But I didn't see the lip right to get on the curb.
Shit.
So I hit that lip and
Shit.
Pete rosed it all the way across
Makes
his
so many other things are now adding up.
driveway. I remember his driveway, and right as I got to the grass and stopped, like I stopped right before the grass, and I just remember being like, "Oh," and my whole body, shirt, everything was just a big scab, like it was just bleeding, like I just rubbed all the skin off of it, and I was like,
Oh,
I
damn.
fucking hate this neighborhood. I hate everyone that lives here.
That was like 3 houses down from my house.
Yeah,
Dude, no way.
and then I
That-
learned.
And true story, I can tell my kids, and I've told them this, and then I've like driven it. I had to walk uphill both ways to school. True story. You can
Yeah.
confirm.
Yeah,
Because I had to walk
there's
up this
that
gnarly
one.
hill, and then you'd go down a hill, and then you had to walk back up a hill to get to the bus.
And then if you went the other way toward my house, you had to go back up the hill anyway. So to get out of your place, it's just uphill.
And you guys
all the
grew up
time.
in
Layton.
Layton.
East Layton.
Okay. East Layton. All right.
The
Here
ghetto
we go.
of Davis County.
Well, yeah. All
We're
right,
the ghetto
checks
of
out.
Davis County.
Yeah, that's fair.
Clearfield.
No, Clearfield's not the ghetto. Clearfield
Clinton?
is like the hillbillies.
Clinton?
I thought
Sunset?
I feel like
Clearfield is like
I thought-
agricultural, farm boy, western.
no, I
kinda
thought that was like
hillbilly-ish.
more, but
You're like, ugh.
I don't know, but it's all the same.
Yeah.
It's all
Layton.
giant city now.
Okay. Yeah,
is.
that's true. That's true. I thought you were guys.
Maybe in my mind, I was like, this isn't the ghetto. Clearfield's the
I was
ghetto.
very aware.
I don't live
You're
in the
like East-
ghetto.
You're like East Layton, dog.
And then we weren't slumming it in West Layton. Bro.
yeah. Come on.
Okay. Well, East is a little bit worse. Anywhere in the Midwest, East is worse than West.
Really?
East St. Louis?
Oh,
Everybody
yeah.
East
Yeah.
I've never.
Okay. I'll tell you the
That's
one
where all
story.
the shootings and
I'll
the
tell you
gang
the
stuff
one
is.
story I have. We were coming. So if you land in St. Louis, Missouri, there's I-80 and it goes east or west, and that's it. And if you go west to get out of town, I accidentally took east, and I'm driving down with my girlfriend, who's now my wife. But we were driving. I was picking her up from the airport. I went east instead of west, and I get down. You cross a bridge. Everything's cool. Like, oh, this is great. And then literally, it feels like a movie. You cross the bridge into East St. Louis, and everything just goes dark. The gas stations are all boarded up. So in East St. Louis, you pay in this window for what you want, and you get what you ordered out of here. It's like, yeah, I want like a Reese's. I want that. And then you pay here. And they
Wait, where do
give
you buy Reese's out of your window?
in East St. Louis? That's what I'm saying. You walk up to
No,
the gas
like at
station.
the gas station, everyone is behind.
Yeah,
you.
everything's behind-
okay. I thought you
everything's
meant a
behind
window in your
window.
car.
Yeah,
I'm
and like bars, and like it's really quick. Like the money comes under, and then they shut it. Yeah,
Like,
dude, it's wild.
dude, Jersey
so
is
So I'm
wild.
driving.
Wild.
So I'm driving, and then it starts just getting bad, and I'm like, I think I took a wrong turn, but like we don't have GPS. And I was like, oh shit. So then I get pulled over, and I'm like, oh, what happened? This
Wait.
cop.
I thought you said you were like 20 years old. When
I'm
did you have
29.
GPS in your life?
No, I didn't have it. Like I don't know.
5 years ago?
Dalton was rocking a flip phone, dude.
I legitimately had a track phone, and you remember those from Walmart?
Yeah, but
Yeah, prepaid minutes.
oh,
they didn't
okay.
have. yeah.
Okay, on your phone you didn't have GPS.
Okay, yeah.
iPhones weren't in Iowa at the time.
No,
They didn't allow
but they
it.
were really though.
The
So we get
rich
back. I
people.
get pulled over, and the cop goes, "You're not from here." I go, "Obviously not." And he's like, "Turn around. This is what you're gonna do." He's like, "Run every red light. Don't stop for anybody, and get out across the bridge as fast as you can." The
cop told you to run the red light?
A police officer was like, "Run every red light. get out of here. He's
You're like, how
you're
long
gonna
does
die.
this pass last?
Yeah.
Do I get it
wow.
for 24 hours?
Can you put this on a piece of paper for me? Like,
Well, he knew, dude, and I was
I
like,
take a picture, but I don't have a phone with GPS, so I can't.
dude, I tell you what,
the only thing I'm getting roasted for in the story is my technology.
you can't say it's technology, dude. It was basically a stone with like painted numbers on it.
Yeah, you did the old, the texting. Yeah,
The T9 texting.
Yes, dude, that's what it was.
Him and his wife are just on a rock next to each other talking. That's how they talk.
With a string in between.
Oh, there you go.
They're using walkie-talkies.
We were a little more sophisticated.
Yeah. The scariest place
They were in
I've
the
ever
west
been-
side of Iowa. That's where the rich people are. I'm learning in the Midwest, it's the west.
It's the
Well, the scariest place I've ever been was Baltimore.
yeah. Okay.
And
Sketchy.
I was at the Orioles game with some friends, and then if you walk one way, it's safe.
Yeah.
You walk the other way, it's where what's the show that's based out of Baltimore? The Wire. It's where The Wire is filmed.
Yeah.
I didn't know. It was my first day there. All of my friends are like, "Yeah, we're staying over here." I'm like, "I have a phone with GPS. My phone's like."
That was
Well,
a humble
weird-
brag. He's humble
Weird
bragging you.
Weird flex, but okay.
So I start walking down, and I'm like, "Yo, this area is sketch." I call my wife, and I'm like, "Hey, it says I'm 20 minutes from my hotel. I'm walking. If I don't call you in 20 minutes,
Re-up my life insurance.
something may have gone wrong." And then I like was hungry, and I see this crab cake place. And I was
let's
like,
go.
"Oh, dude." So I walk in.
Totally
I order-
distracted by the
Yeah.
danger.
Fat
Like crab
kid, I'm like,
cakes.
"Oh."
You're like, I'm safe now. I have.
Have you had crab cakes in Baltimore, dude? It's worth risking your life. Maybe I should add that to my
okay.
death meal.
You're like, dude,
Crab cakes, Waffle House.
that's hilarious. Bro.
This is why I am.
Hey,
What I you're
me
like,
too.
you're
So
like
I walk in and
scared
I'm
for your
like-
life. You're like, okay, but I have.
Yeah, but I walk in and I'm like, I'll have 6 crab cakes.
Yeah, what
And the lady goes, "You ain't from around here, are you, boy?" And I was like, "No, I am." She's like, "No, you're not." I'm like, "Yes, I am. Why would you say that?" She's like, "Because no one who looks like you hangs out around here. You better get those crab cakes and get the hell out before you get in real trouble." I was like,
Dude, that's
okay.
real.
She didn't make me pay for them. She was like, "You just need to go."
I
Bro,
love
I'm
how they
telling
talk
you.
about how
Yes,
dangerous
I'm
it
telling
is,
you,
but
dude.
they're so nice and friendly about
She
it.
was wonderful.
I need to
dude.
warn you.
Yeah, there are so many
that
great
people are so terrible here, but I'm the only kind person that's gonna save you.
But dude, I got back to my hotel, turned on the news, and it was like, in the last
And that
hour,
crab
there's
cake
been
lady
9
was shot.
shootings. And I'm like, that's the street I was just on. Like, how did
It's
I
for real.
miss those?
And why is it always around baseball fields? Chicago's like that.
Oh,
Chicago's
dude,
sketchy.
White Sox
Chicago's like
is
that.
Oakland.
sketch.
Oakland is
Oakland's
sketchy.
like that. St. Louis is like that. The Cardinals field is like. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yankees.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yankees
the
in the
Yankees.
Bronx.
It's always around baseball fields. Because we went
Well,
to
you know why? It's because baseball is shit. It's boring and only
It's the worst sport.
yeah,
Like
for
major
sure.
sport in Utah, for sure.
In
Or
Utah?
in
Oh,
the
in,
US.
Oh.
the U.S.
Oh, for
aren't we
sure.
trying to get a major league baseball team here in Utah?
Yeah,
They're pushing for it.
yeah. So they're
Well,
gonna
don't do that.
and they're gonna
because-
put it.
'Cause
Aren't
what,
they
we
gonna
get
put it
7
in
people that
Rose
show up to the
Park?
Bee?
Dude, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, well, don't. Well, where's the Bees Stadium?
What's the sketchiest
The
place?
Redwood
listen.
Road.
Listen, the Bees Stadium used to be. They're moving it to Daybreak.
Yeah.
But it used to be right down there in
It's on
South, like,
13th.
like right off of Rio Grande. Which
Yeah.
is,
Before it was on 13th? Are you saying where it is?
Well,
Because where it
13th
is
is
now
kinda
is a little
sketchy.
ghetto.
yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Yeah, it's a
Okay.
little ghetto right now.
That's-
Laura Hopkins, you know, the girl I told you about,
Yeah.
the Lagoon story? She lived
Great
right by the
story, man.
baseball stadium.
Oh, that check, dude. Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
checks out.
See,
That
Check
is
it out.
funny.
this makes so much sense.
It's
we need to
because
boycott
Baseball is so lame
baseball fields.
that you just get angry after watching it and you just start breaking windows and shooting people.
And what do you do at a baseball game? You just drink beer and eat hot dogs.
Yeah.
So everyone leaves just hammered and bloated.
Oh Jesus. Is
my
that
story, of my life.
I wasn't
Story
at
of my
this
life.
game.
Hammered and bloated is going to be on my gravestone.
he
That's
left,
Chad's
he left. Yeah,
autobiography.
he left hammered and bloated.
Oh, the name of my memoirs is Hammered and Bloated.
You do Wise Guys stand up. That's your that's your
Gotta be your
tour.
bit, dude. Yeah, that's your
Oh, my first.
yeah. Hammered and bloated. The hammered
So-
and bloated tour.
Dalton
Yes.
Dalton has done open mic.
Yeah.
Scott
pretty
Paul
cool.
wants to come do open mic. Who
I've
else
thought
wanted
about
to
it,
do
but I'm way too chicken shit. Like
Well,
I'm not afraid of talking in front of people. That doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Stage fight, nothing. I'm just afraid of eating shit
Well,
and
that's
being like,
but that's why it's so cool. Like stand-up comedy is immediate market research. Like you know right away if it worked or if it didn't work.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm ready for that feedback yet.
Okay, well, it was great. I thought I went. I mean, I did.
Like at least
I've been horrified. I don't think I'm
Yeah.
funny. Two, I'd be afraid of being just booed off the stage. But
and I think I'd go
what if
way
Dalton-
inappropriate immediately and be like, I didn't mean to say that. That just came to my head and I accidentally said it, but I should have thought about it first.
No,
that should be at the end of every joke that you share. I didn't mean to say
I
that.
didn't mean to say that out loud.
my bad. Yeah.
Can
I'm
I
with
rewind?
friends now?
Sorry.
I have this like I'm missing the wires in between, so as soon as it hits my brain, it comes out of my mouth. So
But if you go to an open mic, you'll see how
when is your next
further ahead you have. I haven't planned
Okay.
another one yet.
They're like Wednesday nights, aren't they?
Yeah, they're Wednesday nights.
I live across the street from it.
Yeah, you should just go one night and just see like it's
I want to
not-
watch.
the competitive, like it's not that bad.
Let's Dalton, Scott, you, me. Let's all go.
Well, yeah.
But it reminds me
heckle
of like
Dalton while he's up
amateur
on
hour at the
stage.
strip club. I'm like, ooh,
Tuesday,
it's kind
Tuesday
of embarrassing.
afternoon. Tuesday afternoon.
It's kind of embarrassing, and I'm like, I would just feel bad for the people.
But no, because they sprinkle in like actual pros
Oh, they
throughout
do.
the night.
Okay.
To make
So,
you
like-
feel even worse about yourself.
Like I went up right after
To remind you how not good you are.
Yeah. To keep
Wow,
everybody
I was laughing
entertained.
so hard at my
okay, like,
own jokes. Why did no one else care?
You're like,
That might be the
Yeah, you're
problem
like-
with me too, is I just laugh at my own jokes
yeah, you're like, damn.
so much that I can't even get the joke out.
yeah,
That's kind of
pretty
funny.
funny though. You'd kill it. You'd be.
That's
fine.
what Jimmy Fallon does. He can't get a joke out without laughing.
Oh, yeah.
So
he's
that's
done
easy.
quite well for
you're
himself.
you're just like Jimmy Fallon. Go ahead.
I'd
this.
take it. If I
You
get a
got it.
mediocre late night show and just make
Oh
money.
Jesus. Well,
for
that's
that.
why we have a podcast.
Oh,
Yeah,
perfect. There we
Yeah.
go. Stepping stone. Next step, late night.
Late night.
I went straight from lunch break
NBC
to late night.
NBC's gonna
I
pick
s-
this up,
I skipped open mic.
dude. Open mic's fun, man. I had a lot of fun.
I've wanted to go because I see it all the time.
it's easy too.
I've wanted
and
to go. I don't want to.
Tuesday night's bucket list. So you just
What does that
literally
mean?
throw your name in a bucket.
Oh, so like
And then-
Kill Tony style.
Yeah, a little bit.
That William Graham,
Yeah.
Who's William?
so
Graham?
funny. The redhead who comes out and reads his jokes. Oh, dude.
On Kill
Oh,
Tony?
yes, on
He's
Kill
on
Tony.
Kill Tony.
Yes,
He's
on-
like the
Oh.
one resident guy now.
Oh, I only know
You
the
just, like,
there's the
told-
Asian guy and then the guy with cerebral palsy. I know.
I don't know. William Graham is funny. I do have a terrible dad joke that I heard recently and I thought was so funny. And
Yeah.
every single person I tell this joke to, they're like, dude, you need to stop telling this joke. But I keep sharing it.
All right,
I think it's
well-
funny.
So
All right, let's go.
So
let
now
her
that
rip.
I've set it
Spit
up,
take.
Yeah.
dad joke. How does The Rock pee?
God damn it.
Start adding that timer.
He Dwayne's his Johnson. Boom.
Dwayne's it. Okay.
The no laughing, dude.
Dude,
Dorian's laughing.
this is great.
Yeah.
That was a great
Dorian's
joke.
laughing because no one laughed.
He's like,
Doesn't matter.
By
Laugh's
the way,
a laugh.
By the way, that's wise, guys. Somebody laughs because no one's laughing.
So
And then
no
you get
matter
off the
what, you
stage.
get a
You're
laugh?
fine. Yeah, you're
Dorian's got a contagious laugh, dude. I think we
need
make
to
sure
bring-
Dorian
I
comes.
do
agree.
have to bring people in the
You
crowd.
plant
with you.
some laughs.
I did.
We just
I did. I did.
For
I was
this
like- I was like,
podcast-
don't, whatever you do, just laugh.
for this podcast, can we just record Dorian laughing and use it as a laugh track that just continually plays?
Hey, okay, let me tell you
So
something.
there's just
though.
a die, a laughter in the background.
Wait,
the
let me
entire
tell you
time.
something though, because we can on the Roadcaster, we can record it, and then one of those buttons on the side.
Listen to Dalton talk about technology now.
Oh,
We
here
can
we
do
go.
it.
He still doesn't
stop
have a
it.
GPS, but he
Stop
knows
it.
how to
'Cause
push
Davis
the laugh
County-
button.
He's like, I don't have Google on my phone, but I called a friend and they told me you could do this.
You could do this with I think. Stop it.
That's what Dorian's here for. Dorian told him that you could do it.
Oh my gosh. You guys are from Davis County. Let's just not forget that.
That's
The Davis County put a school in their district called the Farmington, the new
Phoenix.
school, the Phoenices.
My daughters go to the
Phoenices?
My Parker,
what's-
who was here the other day, graduated from there.
I don't
and I have a
know.
daughter I dropped off at school this morning.
Well, what's the plural of Phoenix? It's obviously Phoenices.
Phoenices?
Yeah, it's the Farmington Phoenices.
I don't know, dude. You know what because like the plural
But
of
listen-
fungus.
Alexa, what's the plural of phoenix?
You have like fungus
phoenices.
is fungi.
It sounds like
Fungi.
fetuses. It sounds like you're saying fetuses.
Well, I
Or-
was-
it is Davis County. I mean, it kind of adds up.
Penises and fetuses.
there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
The
together.
Phoenices. Yeah, like
Okay.
I
mean,
think there's a different rule there though. Like fungus is fungi, octopus to octopi,
Feni.
Obvious.
walleye, feni.
Obviously,
We're the feni.
obviously, Farmington did not think about that because
No, there was a
I'm wrong.
huge-
I'm wrong, but
No,
Clearly.
you're not
I
wrong,
don't
because
know
there
if
was
you're
a
wrong. I
huge
have no
debate
clue.
that went. It was all over social media when they were talking about.
I know
naming
I
it
was
that.
I sparked.
Why?
It. I remember because
You
I got
sparked it.
I got banned on there because I said
You sparked it.
I said the Farmington Phoenixes.
No, you did not.
I said what's
spark it,
I was
dude.
like, what's their tagline for the football team? Like, we're as hard as it gets. The Farmington Phoenixes.
Big penises.
Yeah. I think their colors are like green. Like, we're the big green Phoenixes.
11 strong.
It'd be better if their color was like pink
Like
or
Beaver-
blue.
Like
Blue
Beaver.
would be
it's
good
like
too.
It's like a salmon color.
Coral. It's called coral.
Phoenix, the other pink meat.
I know, dude.
They're so much worse in Utah. but
Okay, I'm not saying
Phoenix is funny.
I'm not saying I started, but I did get in a lot of trouble because I would go to
Oh,
all
you
the,
did say you started.
He egged it on.
I said I didn't mean to say I started, but I definitely made it worse because they were pissed.
Good for you.
They were like, I was like, the Phoenix.
Way to stir the pot,
Yeah,
dude.
I was like, are you serious?
Where do you live now?
I live in Eagle Mountain.
He really had to think about that.
Yeah, I was like, am I gonna lie right now? Or, well, I was like, let me think. What can you make fun of Eagle Mountain for? A lot. I'll just take it for a minute.
Well, you can make fun of it that it takes an hour and a half to get there,
Yeah, it's
and
terrible.
you need GPS to get
And you need GPS.
You do.
every day on his way
I
home. He's like,
graduated. Look,
I'm
I'm
lost
on the
again.
lunch break podcast now, dude.
Is
I
it
have an
all
iPhone.
the way past the lake?
Yeah.
Way
You're
past
west
the
of
lake.
the lake?
Way past the
Yeah,
lake.
Like
Like 30
Lehigh,
minutes past.
Saratoga, Eagle Mountain.
Saratoga's on the west side of Utah Lake.
Yes.
Yeah,
like
so we're-
after. It's
And then
on
you're
the side
up above
of-
that mountain. Like you can
Yeah.
almost see Tooele.
Yeah.
If you follow it, I think
Well,
you can
that's-
get
I
it.
think you can get to Tooele. Or like, yeah,
I
from
heard
that.
that they were thinking about putting a freeway there.
to go where?
From
Yeah.
Tooele to Lehigh.
There's a
so many
road.
people are
There's a road
starting
there.
to move
Yeah.
to
Because I drive
Tooele.
my motorcycle that way. It's a super cool drive, but it's only 2 lanes. But I don't know why you need a freeway that for the 8 cars that drive that way.
Well, dude, have you been past Provo now? It's like city all the way
Yes.
to Nephi almost.
Yeah, Springville.
It's crazy.
Payson,
Who
yeah.
wants to live all the way out there?
Not
But
me.
there's nowhere else to live if you're going to work in Utah
Well, there's
County.
nowhere else to
Yeah.
live if you want an acre and a half of land like everyone else and 8 bedrooms to put your kids in. That's the problem is
Well, shit, dude, I don't have that.
you don't have 8 kids?
I do not.
Acre and a half?
Nope, sure don't. I am living the un-American dream right now.
I don't. Is that like an apartment? I don't.
Right, you got
No, we have a
kids,
house.
though.
Yeah, I have 2 kids in a house. Yeah,
Oh,
but
so
I don't have like 8 bedrooms.
Oh, rip off.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Why'd you move to Eagle Mountain? Then there's no reason.
That's the only reason. Do they have a Walmart out there yet?
I think we are getting one, and they're fighting it.
Saratoga has one, right?
Saratoga has one, but Eagle Mountain's getting one, and they're fighting. And the Eagle Mountain's going crazy. They're like, it's actually pretty racist online about how they're getting the Walmart, how they're trying to stop the Walmart. They're like,
How they're stopping it or
yeah,
trying to get it?
trying to stop it.
Because it feels both ways. Could be racist about
It
it.
could be racist, but they're like, we don't want all the Walmart riffraff here. And I was like, well,
Isn't Walmart
They're
riff raff?
rolling back prices. My ass is lining
I
up.
was like, dog, we have a Tyson factory right over there. Like,
Well,
this is pretty crazy. Right
isn't
now.
Walmart riff raff just the people in the neighborhood?
Have you
next
ever
to it?
have you ever seen? That's
It's not like people are coming from Mexico to come to the
Have you ever-
Walmart
Oh,
in
you're
Eagle
saying
Mountain.
people from
Have you
Mexico
ever
are riffraff.
seen?
Yikes.
There we
what
go.
I was
Add
talking
that
about.
one.
Careful.
This is what I was talking about online. Have you ever seen that website, The People of Walmart?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good
Fantastic.
times, dude.
Well, and the riff raff
We
is
should do-
They like
always
show
we
up
could
in
do a segment
Speedos.
called
the
People of Walmart.
riff raff always looks like people from Eagle Mountain anyway. So I'm like, what are you guys angry about yourself? I don't want that
You're
riff
going-
raff, that guy across the street going there.
They also hate looking in the mirror.
Yeah, exactly. It's a
they banned
This
that
riffraff
idea.
get in my house.
actualization. I'm your wife, sir.
You ordered me from Ukraine.
On your mission in Ukraine.
Oh, fuck. You brought me this was some other side of heaven stuff where in
Exactly.
the end of the movie he actually did bring her back home.
I've never seen that.
Yeah,
Never
me
mind.
either.
Joke didn't land in. Never mind.
Good one.
Geography joke had to be there.
Dorian, hit the laugh button.
You should use that one at Wise Guys.
I'll laugh now. Like you
inside
just say
joke.
the other side of heaven, and I just die laughing because I know it's about to choke. Like I pre-laugh.
Look, Chad, if we could convince you to go do Wise Guys, I would get up and we could work on it together. I would intentionally share the worst 5 minutes of jokes ever. Just like intentionally bomb. So you could follow with some winners.
And bomb just as bad. You know how
Like,
funny.
two in a row.
He's up there like, all right, we're skipping ahead in the list.
You know how funny that would be though. For the end of this is just 10 minutes of us bombing, just eating shit at Wise Guys,
Yeah.
but trying to be the
Trying.
worst.
But it's like karaoke. No one goes to karaoke thinking they're going to hear good singing.
I don't
Like
know.
the
dude, Wise
karaoke.
Guys- yeah.
Chad and I went with my wife and our friend David.
And those guys thought they were fantastic
Where
singers.
were we?
Leighton About Time.
Which
It's the best.
says everything.
It's the
dude.
best. I don't
Yeah,
know.
That's all we need.
It-
They are making
all.
fun
Right
of it.
next to a
I would go
Walmart.
there daily if I
It
could.
was so bad.
It was fantastic.
And
it was perfect.
there was a
better than people of Walmart.
But
Better.
there was a couple in like sitting a few tables in front of us.
Okay.
They were on the mic every other song.
and they were like dry humping when they weren't on the mic. Like
They
she
were
was like
getting into
she
it,
was
dude.
backing up and like doing this when other people were singing, and I'm like, I don't think you're supposed to dance to karaoke.
But then he'd get up there and everyone's singing, you know.
And
Like,
he had like rock
Journey.
revival, bedazzled jeans.
no,
with,
dude.
like-
He'd get up there and he'd just be like,
oh, and he sang
he was
like
doing like death metal.
death metal. Yeah, it was crazy. I'm like, he committed. He committed to it, and it was
what
awesome.
song do you want to sing?
Boy knows who he
Karaoke?
is.
Yeah.
Anything by Slipknot or Korn, please. You're like, wait,
Killed it.
and then he's like, we're in Leighton. Yeah, okay.
They love it here.
I'm not
probably
a
do.
fan of that kind of music, but I will say Korn, the one album that they had some good songs.
Shoots and
on it.
Ladders.
I don't know.
That's the first one.
No, I think it's the one with the kid like falling off a cliff. Yeah.
Good one. Good
See?
one. Was that North Carolina?
You
Wasn't
knew.
that Shoots and Ladders?
Follow the leader, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, it could have been.
Let's-
Bring
I
out
don't
your
know.
rock.
I'm
Dalton.
not a fan.
I'll check it off.
Dorian will tell you I was listening to like weird, funky Denmark music when we were setting up, so-
follow the leader.
Follow the leader. Oh,
Follow
That's
the
more
leader.
what I'm into. Like I can't get into the screaming.
Korn was my first concert I ever went to.
Oh,
That's an aggressive first concert, dude.
Korn?
Slipknot was mine.
Korn
They're
With
from
the
Iowa.
70 drummers.
Hell yeah, dude. That's
Slip-
what.
Slipknot's from Iowa.
That adds
Oh,
up.
I love Slipknot though.
Slipknot's great.
I'm a fan of Slipknot.
Yeah.
Are you guys for reals right now?
Yeah.
I like-
Psychosocial, I think, is one of their best. So.
I like death metal. I really do.
I
Like I,
only-
don't listen to it a lot. I'm not getting in my car and I'm like, "Bah, rah, 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 rah."
Well,
But when
and-
I
but
listen
by
to
the
it,
way-
I'm
but by
like,
the way-
yeah, I love it.
But Slipknot's not really death metal.
No,
It's
no,
just
no.
Like heavy. That's
Heavy metal.
I don't know.
Just put
Well,
that
what
on a
else are you
track of
supposed to-
death metal. It's about the same thing.
That's the dog that's in the front yard of a
saying.
chain fence every house in Eagle Mountain.
Yeah. And it's
actually-
it's the same dog I'm carrying on my hike.
and they live on the golf course, the ranch's golf course or whatever.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
But yeah,
Terrible.
Korn was my first concert. House of Pain, Biohazard, Cypress Hill.
Nice. Let's go.
Yeah.
What a great
Cypress
line.
Hill, dude.
Korn. Fantastic.
What a
I get
great
behind
and that
line.
was in the
Cypress Hill.
90s when Cypress Hill and House of Pain were fucking killing it.
House of Pain's cool.
Yeah, I like that.
I was like 14, 15 maybe, and I talked to my mom, and I went with John Jay. He was all the source of all my good decisions as a kid.
Yeah, that kid was he was a fun dude.
He was so much fun.
He didn't give a lot of F's
No.
about anything.
No, he didn't,
Where's,
and that-
where's he at now?
He lives in Morgan. I think he's like he's the. I know he teaches at high school or does something.
Really?
I think he does the.
Did he
he's
even
like,
go to high school when we were there?
I mean, as much as we did.
Okay, so not a lot.
He was the
enough
same.
to graduate.
He was the same time standing next to us.
That's funny.
I think I think he's the basketball coach, the girls' basketball coach of the Morgan High
Oh,
team, the high school with 5 people.
yeah, nice.
I don't know. I saw him a few months ago, and I know he lives up in Morgan. That's all I know.
He was a fun dude. He was like he was kind of the ringleader of
Yeah.
the neighborhood.
Yeah,
You
because he was
were-
the most fun. Like if he was there, you know you're gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
That's sick.
He
might get
his
the
little
cops
sister
called
was
on
the
you.
same way.
His little sister or his older, Paula?
No, little. Like my brother's age.
Now we're just naming people's names on the
Hey,
podcast.
everyone just
This is
listen
the
to me and
lunch.
Chad talk about our high school.
Google these names.
So that David Rognon, real piece of work.
We talked about John Jay being fun. David Rocknon, opposite.
He'll never listen to this. He's too much of a stiff. I asked him if he wanted. I asked him if he wanted to come be on. I was like, "Yo, dude, Chad's gonna be on. Why don't you come?" And I'm like, "You could do
could
solo,
talk-
or you could sit with Chad." And he was like,
Yeah.
"The bank won't let me do it. I can't. I can't be
I've
on a
actually
podcast."
had liars.
Like, no, dude, the banks are weird about that sort of stuff.
I know.
He's
can't
not
have a
working at,
personal
like-
life if you
he's
work
not
at the
working
bank.
at like Zion and the Harmons, right? He works. He does big.
He works at the ATM.
He
He's
makes
the
sure
person
everyone
behind the bars.
Yes.
On the left side.
On the
You have to buy. You give someone else the money. He hands you your Reese's.
oh my
Dude, thanks for
gosh.
coming.
Yeah, dude.
And talking about poop and Eagle Mountain trash, and I mean
No
citizens.
roasting me about no GPS.
Yeah,
Great
I mean,
time.
this felt right.
Yeah, that was good. I liked it.
Deal.
All right. Well, adios.